There's a problem. All right, my brain travels in all sorts of places. I get to think about all sorts of things and get tons of insights. Mainly because I'm traumatized by life. Life is extremely traumatizing, and it's like it doesn't matter how much technology we have, we treat each other like trash. It is mind blowing to see the real inequality, the technology we have, and our capacity to care. Alright? This inequality might be even bigger than wealth inequality because sometimes capacity to care translates into money, translates into giving people value that they appreciate and they, give up their money for that value. Trade exchange, you get the idea. Because we care about them. We want to solve their problems. We say $20 and I solve this problem for you. Your capacity to care technically is the one that makes money. So it's important. But why do we have such a low capacity now to care? But our technology is improving. And what this inequality creates, basically. Yes, in the background, envy. Envy is usually the product of inequality in the first place. And welcome, guys, to the smartest place in YouTube. I'll say it. I have to take a claim that my channel is the smartest place in YouTube. That's why there's not a lot of human beings here watching my videos. You can try and subscribe and comment and prove yourself to be smart and active and caring person. But holy shit, apparently that's the challenge. I'm challenging you. I'm not saying to do these normal things. I am challenging you, actually, to engage with the smartest content and not the dumbest content. Because people want to engage with the dumbest content. They want to chillax a little bit. They want to not care while they have all this technology, right? There's like no, all this power does not equate to responsibility. No, my friends. That's what people want to think. And obviously, people's mistakes, they accumulate into inequality, into a big mistake, a big discrepancy, or misalignment of values. The things that you have don't actually serve you. They make you a zombie. And this thing has always been a mystery across the history of, since technology existed, since technology was incredibly overwhelming. I'm a programmer. I am overwhelmed that computers work and that screens work. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. Do you understand that screen is at least 1,000,000 pixels? How can you have 1,000,000 of anything anywhere that moves around that you can adjust the way you want? We just jumped into this technological insanity, and I can't comprehend these numbers anymore. Not only there's millions of pixels, there's billions of bytes traveling across wires, and electricity can pick them up and transfer easily. Just what are we talking about? We can transfer bytes through air, through nothingness. They're invisible. What is happening? And we will never be able to transfer care to each other. Never, it seems. Because we're not even learning how to do it anymore. We're just losing it. Everything comes at a cost. Just like the biggest hunches that a YouTuber might have. Because honey is free. There has to be a side effect to this. And I feel like we have to crack this mystery on this video. This is why my videos are long. They're not scripted. I am in the moment cracking the mystery deeper, going deeper and trying to solve of like, I finally got the insight. That means we might be able to get to the bottom of this, right? I consider myself extremely intelligent. I have never been challenged into a human interaction where I feel like I'm a loser, except there is the internet, right? And I feel like I'm always losing. Everyone else is just better than me. They built different. They get more views, more attention. They deserve more things. Something is wrong. Even I am envious now, every single time. And I try to fight back. This is actually quite a lot of time spent to fight back against envy, to try and suppress it, to treat it as the enemy that it is, right? That other people are not living better lives. In fact, they can make even bigger mistakes than you do. Just gonna pull up a rich person, all right? What happens to a movie star when they become rich? There's potential that they will shed their talents, that they will get distracted, they will no longer be able to invest enough time, and they just slowly fade into retirement instead. Unless they build an iron suit, I guess. Then they don't have to worry about nothing. Their skills are inside their little creations. And bad guys have a hard time dealing with Metal Man. That could be capacity to care. That could be us. You know, we're using technology for its intended purpose. But no one wants to do it. They are zombies, bro. Almost every single person is a zombie because of technology, bro. And they don't even see it. I'm trying to investigate. I am traumatized every single day. I wake up traumatized. Most of the time, people are doing bad decisions. And they hurt me every fucking day. They don't actually satisfy me. They hurt me more than they satisfy me. I have encountered more haters than genuine human beings. What is going on, right? What are you being consumed by envy? What happened? And trying to wake you up from the fucking nightmare that you're living is impossible? Just by snapping my fingers, you can't wake up from your envy? You have to attack me for not being good enough? That's what it is. When people are consumed by envy and they are just delusional on the internet, what they say to you is you're not good enough. You're not good enough. You're not good enough. You can't be yourself. You're not good enough. You're not good enough for me. I want the best things. This is what's gonna zombify you. Don't worry, dude. All you're getting is parasocial relationship. It's supposed to trickle down. But it's never gonna happen for stupid people. Never. Your brain cells will not interpret your envy as a danger. You know? It's supposed to do that. Money is not being printed and just placed neatly on the ground. There's nothing free. Everything has serious side effects. You're consuming other people's success, but you are getting nothing yourself. It's like you're watching other people drink water, but you don't get to drink any of it. You're slowly dying. Something is dying inside you because you're not satisfying your needs anymore. You're just watching other people do it. Other people succeed. And you just praise them of like, yay, good for you. And you ask for nothing in return. You just feel happy because someone else who you don't know, you have no connections with, is succeeding. And yes, this is technically skibbity drama unleashed, like level 3. Alright, it's the greatest skibbity drama of, let me put my face right there because people love me, they love me. See, the only major switch that has to happen for Mr. Beast to tank his reputation is for his face to represent ass. You know? He puts his face everywhere, so if it represents ass and nobody likes him anymore, no one's gonna watch his videos. See, the funny thing is, it's a double-edged sword already. People are trained by envy, so they feel that they have capacity for cancel culture. Right? They feel they can have this. They can manifest it whenever they feel like it. but they don't have enough tools, unfortunately. Just because you have envy doesn't mean you can control it. And the best advice I can give you guys, don't get yourself in the drama with the most powerful person you can muster. That's also lack of brain cells. That's also envy. Jack's films had nothing but envy, and he lost immediately. Just because you don't see Jack's films as a loser, you don't understand how drama actually works. Like, you should win. If you're morally righteous, you should always win. You should do always the right thing. And Jack's films did always the wrong thing. He went after the most powerful person as if he's just fueled with envy, just fucking grinding this most popular person in terms of, wow, the second most popular female, and potentially actually the first, but like stats show us now that she's second. She has been overthrown by someone. I will have to investigate. But literally just go after this most powerful person, and it's like, you expect to win? Are you stupid? Train yourself. Get better. Do something better. So, bro, you just went straight into a fucking brick wall. Like, I'm okay supporting both sides, alright? Unless one of them clearly is outmatched. Clearly just picks the wrong fucking thing to do right now. And unfortunately, Jackson just proven himself to be a fucking dumbass. And I am not surprised by that, alright? That he's a dumbass. He's just reading comments that reduce his brain cells, okay? Like, that's all he's doing. He's consuming bad content in order to produce bad content, and none of it is smart. None of it is intellectual, unfortunately. Maybe his ability to make jokes is kind of there, but I would challenge that, you know, into a duel. Who can make better jokes? Technically, he made it himself. I love it. He made the duel himself. He wants to be challenged. Are you funnier than a YouTuber? Yes. Let's do it. I'm ready to fart backwards. So lots of shit is happening. Every single drama stacks in terms of, like, intellectual property. That's what drama is, guys. Skibidi drama, Sniper Wolf drama, you fucking name it. But we went one step deeper. We went one step deeper than Skibidi drama, guys. And we're gonna go one step deeper next year as well. The Deadmau5 drama. Okay. What's that about? First of all, I already uploaded a video talking about professionals. You should consult a professional. You should get professional help. This is an insult. Professional help? They're just laying around again. The dollar bills are just laying on the ground. You don't get to get a professional, dude. You might get an expert in a certain activity, not even a field. Even a dentist is not an expert in dentistry, is just a fucking actor, basically, who dresses up as a dentist and tinkers in your teeth and does 5 actions, you know, when appointed to do so. Even dentist is not an expert in dentistry. Who would have thought, right? Professionals don't lay around. They cannot be found. And they cannot just give you free attention and free help. Oh shit. That's why not only it's the insult when these people say seek professional help, it is the worst insult ever invented. This is the thing that will break up any friendship, any relationship, will destroy YouTube channels. You'll see that happening in real time. YouTube channels will be destroyed simply because the cat is out of the bag. The guy said it. You know, he said of like, oh, check for autism, check for breast cancer, check for this, consult professional over here, and this body part, and that body part might be professionally fucking scanned right now. And it's like they are injecting fear They are doing the stupidest thing imaginable without even recognizing that they're doing it. And it takes a lot of fucking breakthroughs to get to that point, unfortunately. That's deadmau5 drama. There are no professionals for you personally. Become a professional in whatever the fuck you need to. Alright? Learn about anything that matters to you personally. Alright? I have traumatizing experiences. I'm making these videos. I'm trying to get rid of that fucking trauma because it's like cancer choking me, trying to take over me, bro. It's disgusting. Instead of being busy finding a professional and finding other capitalistic dreams like girlfriends, money, and a house, all of these things have to be found. No one's going to offer it to you, which means it's bad. If you're not offering me anything, it's bad. Yes, the advertisement world runs the fucking internet, but all the ads are absolute garbage. So I guess they don't even exist yet. There are no offers. Alright, so professional will never contact you and tell that, wow, maybe I can save you. The only professionals that will try and save you is police, medics, and everything in between, meaning that government already owns all the professionals. You don't have to worry about it. deadmau5 drama is very scary, because, like, you say this magical word of, like, you need professional help, you need to seek professional help, you did. You did. Whatever you fucking created, whatever persona you have projected onto society, that's dead now. It's over. Because most of the time, what you have to spend your time on is becoming a professional in something and focusing and in self-improvement, all that shit. You don't need other people's help, hopefully. You know, that's why it's an insult. You shouldn't need other people's help. Alright? Like, life is fairly simple in a functional level. You should remain functional. And when you get broken, submit yourself to the government. You know, when you break something, when you break yourself, when you do crime, or something fucking breaks, like, submit yourself to the government, that's it. That's all you have to do. You just have to be nice to the system, right? Nice, follow the rule of if you break yourself, submit yourself. It's just that simple. So life is actually as simple as it possibly can be with all these attachments, right? With all these expansions, with all this human activity supporting you, basically. Life is as simple as can be right now. You just need to know how to live life, right? And when professional help is needed, and most of the time it's just a fucking insult, it's just a fucking gaslight. And that's deadmau5 drama. What's gonna happen next, my friends? I want to defeat envy now, as much as possible. And there's one fucking figure, basically, that makes you envious. I don't like that guy anymore. I'll be Jesus. No, don't worry about it, Jesus. I don't need your help, Jesus. You're not professional, okay? No, I'll be Jesus now. Yep. That's what I'll have to do. It's just the natural fucking progression. This is how drama evolves from one thing to the other, into the other, to the final fucking form, basically, of, like, let's fight this, whatever the fuck this is. Whatever people are trying to manifest right now, we'll have to fight it. We go from death into fucking holy royalty that doesn't even exist. Jesus is not here anymore. And it's like it's the most manifested cancer in the universe. And we all just praise it because it's religion. So you have to believe. You have to believe in good things. But the way they structure it is just the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Religion is so fucking disgusting to me. And potentially is the most deadliest thing on the planet. So, I'm digging deep, my friends. If you're not following this progress, you're missing out. You will have to learn the whole thing from scraps, man. You will have to watch someone else's video essays who are also just figuring things out. I don't know, man. I don't know, just because I'm not winning doesn't mean I'm not winning, you know? It's just, you don't know about it. You're not aware. You're not capable of being aware. In fact, there's a cognitive dissonance of if someone else is not talking about me, then I'm not successful. If no one's making videos about me, I'm not successful. And in fact, it's just like, they know. They know what they're doing. No one's talking about me. You must understand. That should be suspicious. I have been visited by a fucking dude with 200,000 subscribers. I have been visited by a guy with 5 million subscribers. Not a single fucking whisper comes my way. I can just double check, you guys, that if I type my username, no one's talking about me. It's just my videos, and I'm not being mentioned. I'm not being acknowledged. I do not exist. I'll call this envy as well. Why? First of all, people don't have the capacity against to use care to acknowledge other people's existence. I have uploaded like 2,000 videos. Don't exist on this platform. I've cared about YouTube rewinds that don't exist on this platform. No one fucking responded in any fucking way. That's a video, you know? Video response. This is a social platform driven by videos. I'm not in anyone's radar. But, as the contrast suggests, everyone else is on the radar. Everyone else whose faces are already recognized, they're on the radar. They're being leached, basically. Doesn't matter how big of a drama this is. Bro's just making his face famous, and he just gets good stuff. Not the bad stuff. Cancel culture's not gonna fucking attach itself to him. People just gonna generally recognize his face, even if they try to attach like negativity towards it. It's hard to carry a full package, basically. It's hard to remember all the details. You're not gonna do it. You're just gonna remember this face a little bit better than previously. And most importantly, like, when everyone is dunking on someone, you should be able to tell that that's not actually fair, that that's not gonna work. Cancel culture is not about it. It's just like we're slowly canceling someone over a very long period of time, finding bits of dirt here, bits of dirt here, basically, slowly. But people have no self-control, so they want to cancel a person for their own self-interest, for viewership, of like, oh my god, this face gives me views? I have to do this now. I have to become a drama channel. Faces give me views. This is what's going on. Fundamentally, people are losing it to envy. They're losing it. They're becoming zombies. Every drama channel is driven by a fucking zombie degenerate. And under a zombie degenerate, there's an army of degenerate zombies as well. Who are, you know, taking the same material and vibing with the same material. All of this is envy. All of this is useless. To me, it's completely unwatchable garbage. But it worked. It worked. It's like, well, we all unite because face. I mean, it's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. But that's how it is right now. Skibidi drama is still happening. It's just stacked. It's getting worse. It's getting out of control. It's just something I have to avoid, like a fucking hurricane is happening, right? And I was predicting a hurricane to happen. Now deadmau5 drama is gonna make things worse. Now YouTube is gonna rot in like 3 dimensions instead of just 2. It's gonna get worse and worse. And you have to know where the fucking shelters are, because YouTube is no longer safe. I'm telling you guys, as an intellectual, it's not safe anymore. I've put this face myself, and all I got is hatred because I put him in a positive light. However, people kind of expose themselves, because no one knows how to fucking approach an intellectual content without literally just spilling their guts, right? So they call my video rage bait, and I'm like, interesting word we have here, isn't it? Could rage bait be the answer to the envy? Of like, rage bait means that I will keep my envy, but thank you for trying, thank you for baiting me into being upset. No, I like envy instead. You know, what if that's the rage bait? What if rage bait is there to trying to wake you up, but you choose envy instead? Right? You choose to kind of simulate cancel culture on good people. Oh, not the drama channels. They're fine. Let's focus on this face over here that did nothing wrong. You know, that's kind of promoting almost a movement, just in a negative way, promoting a movement that also did nothing right. Stop Killing Games is just a cool name for something that's not gonna do anything. Alright? Like, when people, they have to, like, approach with intellectual capacity and understand that they're doing nothing. They're doing no progress. You just sign some fucking petition and that's it. You just show that you care in the most fucking minuscule way because, again, you have all this technology. You can do way more. You can make your own games. But guess what's more appealing? I guess petition is more appealing than actually doing your things that you like to fucking manifest. I don't understand how people got so deceived, but you can see envy play out in real time in the most devastating fucking form. And I'm capturing it all. I'm collecting all this data right now, you know, as we speak. 5,000 views is no longer chump change, is double the amount of Sniper Wolf drama. This Skibidi drama evolved into double the amount. We're doubled, guys. And we might double it next year again. Yet again, we might just fucking boom 10,000 views, 20,000 views, and we might not stop doubling. Because we're literally capturing the exact thing that's happening. We're cracking down the system as it falls apart. I'm telling you, YouTube is not safe. YouTube is not going to treat you as a wonder child just because you have talents, just because you have survived trauma. Don't worry about it. It's going to just give you more of the same thing. Of the same human arrogance and abandonment, basically, that you have already received from your parents or your friends. Like, okay, I guess I get more trauma now. You know, people see face and they're just busy basically proving you're right or wrong and whatever, right? Proving you're wrong that this face, in fact, is bad. That you should think that this face is bad. This face is good. This face is bad. This face is bad. It's like, what do you fucking do? Everything has nuance. I don't care whether you prove that something is bad or good. What the fuck is that? It's nuanced. It can be bad one year and good the next year. Like, that's crazy. And you literally have to move through this shit as fast as possible. You cannot just linger on a face. You will lose yourself again. That's envy. If you focus on something too much that does not exist in your world, that you don't associate with, you will lose it. Another example. The most common social media example, but let me show you it in very specific form, okay? Yes, family that uses social media, but whatever, right? But let's say, like, a couple uploads nice stuff about themselves, because that's what it's all about, right? What are they trying to do, right? We have already accused social media of, like, being an envy machine. Of, like, people are posting only the best things they can possibly post. They want to impress you and get attention for themselves. Projecting unrealistic life. And God forbid would they complain about anything or try to even step out of line. NPCs have very strict scripts. They have to look pristine. You know, they have to shower every fucking day. Laughable. Although I'm, like, forced to go back and it's like, okay, maybe Asmongold is pretty good person, but it's questionable, right? It's like how much of this is negligence is just kind of like a statue of like what happens if you don't do the NPC things, right? It's actually quite adorable. You need to know what happens. Someone has to represent it. Someone has to be proud of who they are. That's good. That's why this face is relatively good, not controversial. However, you should never take it as an example. Actually, this face is bad. You know? It's a representation of bad things, not good things, and it's worth criticizing this face. The face wants to be criticized because it acknowledges that it's not good. So you must fucking bend over as a supporter of Asmongold and just accept the criticism because that is what he deserves. That is just a natural thing that will happen eventually, especially when you're a fucking streamer. You're not even a YouTuber. I am gonna criticize you. You're on a different platform. It's act of war basically at this point. But let's just call it competitive conflict, okay? No one has to die. Unless you're really out of control with envy and you're just gonna attack me because you don't know me. Because my face is not good enough. Oh, no. You don't know how I live my life. I'm too anonymous for you. I'm not intimidating enough. Whatever. Whatever, I don't know. I don't know how can I stop people from being envious? Alright? And envy again drives them to rich people, please. Asmongold is already rich. You think he does not deserve criticism? You just gonna fucking bodyguard him? Are you fucking insane? Do you understand that Asmongold does not exist in your life? You're just consuming his fucking basically bodily fluids or whatever the fuck YouTube videos actually are. You're just consuming some third-hand smoking, and you pretend that Asmongold is worth being defended from criticism. That is insane to me. That is just brutal. And that fucking counts with every YouTuber ever. Everyone is getting self-defense, basically bodyguards for free. Like, why do you work for a rich person for free? Or why are you this fucking stupid? The cancel culture will only work when fanboys stop. You know, just fucking stop. You can be fanboys of everything, so might as well be fanboys to the extent where you love so many things you can't defend any of these things. If you can't defend a thing in your fan base, you're not good enough. Alright? You need to adopt more things. You need to care more. See, that's what we go back to. You don't care enough because you're gonna choose an influencer over his critics. And you lose. You lose. Because you don't care anymore. You just don't have the capacity to care anymore. Right? And you lose this particular game that we're playing in this video of like, you use technology, but do you fucking care about anything? No. No, you don't. What is the ratio? The ratio is 99%. 99% people don't give a fuck. Alright, it's just terrifying. It's the worst thing ever, because of course technology is new, and guess what happens with new stuff? NPCs don't get script. Uh-oh, that is the worst kind of NPC. NPC without a script is a demon. NPC who hasn't been told exactly what to do every single hour of the waking day is a fucking demon. There has to be enough social pressure, there has to be enough education, there has to be enough future to look forward to. Basically, there has to be respect to the elderly and your parents and your friends, blah, 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 blah. There has to be so much put in place to fucking script your life so you don't fucking burn everything to the ground. So you don't just give in to evil for free, because that was the whole fucking point. I put $1 bill onto the floor just to see your reaction. Do you need $1 or not? You know? And then I'll say, thank you for picking up my dollar. I still own it. You know? You picked up my dollar, you did all this work, and I will reclaim that fucking dollar and fight me. Fight me, bitch. Break the fucking relationship. Fight for this dollar. What are you gonna do? I dropped it in front of your fucking face just to test you, just to rage bait you, just to prove that you are an envious little bitch and you want more. But you don't know how to get it. You don't know how to get it. You're wasting your time, energy, intellectual fucking capacity, everything, but you don't learn how to fucking care and earn any value whatsoever in life. And we go back to this family thing of like everyone's gonna project happiness, that they just gonna wreck you inside out because they gaslight you, they lie to you in your fucking face simply because all you did is open social media, and that's the only thing you can expect. People gonna look fucking flawless, they will have flawless things around them, flawless setups, basically flawless amount of friendship, fame, and resources. Just everything's gonna look fucking impenetrable, you know, because what you're looking at are fucking actors of perfection, basically. Why would they do that? Why would they betray human connection like that? Do they not care? What's going on? Well, let's ask the stupidest fucking person and see how it's going on. The stupidest person says that he's the loneliness millionaire on the internet. Oh wow. Exposed. One actor got exposed a little bit, you know? Oh, you lonely? I didn't even watch the full video. I'm just gonna take it for face value. Because people can project only one thing. People who have made families have not made YouTube channels, I'll tell you that much. And people who have made families, then they stopped having YouTube channels. Thank you very much, Mad Pat. Alright? Thank you very much. You can leave now, Mad Pat. You have a child. You can leave through this door. You can't project two things at once. It's never gonna be perfect. Oh, what's that? Thank you very much, PewDiePie. You can leave. You have a child now. You can fucking leave. You don't really have a YouTube channel anymore. You have to cut that shit in half. At least. Every single person right now is acting as perfect. Including me, because what is being told to everyone is that you're not good enough. So I'm trying to be better and better. I'm only better because of trauma, because people are asking for it. Because people are assholes. That's why they're asking for it. You want me to be bigger, better, faster, stronger, break more bones in your body right now? With just voice alone? Oh shit. It's time to slay some dragons now. It's time to fucking learn dragon shouts. I'm not breaking enough bones. I'm not good enough. That's what all these assholes are asking me to do. They want me to seek perfection as well. Until they are terrified that I exist. Because I don't come to this fucking place willingly. I'm just here to knock on some fucking doors and say that you are exposed, you're no longer perfect, no one fucking likes you anymore, and you just have to deal with this future. Alright? I can tell that to every single YouTuber at this point. No one is above me anymore. And again, that's why just like, okay, I guess I've done with YouTubers, now it's Jesus time. Let's get that Jesus down here, punching bag time for that Jesus concept. Beautiful concept you have there. Let's fucking destroy it. Desecrate it. Let's see how sacred Jesus actually is. Let's see if it makes people exist for once. Oh shit, because people don't care so fucking hard. The difference is now between technology. Okay, I can't even type it anymore. And people caring. The difference between technology and people caring is now Jesus. It is now the size of religion. It is. You must understand that Jesus exists across 2,000 years, right? Across multiple continents, Bro exists in crazy multitude that Russia could never exist in such a fucking big quantity anymore. Maybe previous quantity was Russia, but now it's Jesus. Now it's something completely incomprehensible, my friends. I mean, at this point, the next thing is just Roman Empire. Like, what's the next biggest thing? What can be bigger than Jesus? What is it, my fucking ass cheekbone or whatever? Because that existed for a long time. My ass cheeks. Human ass cheeks. That's the next step, bro. We will have to fucking figure that out. But this is literally now the fucking inequality of like how much technology you have and how little you fucking care about anyone in this world right now. And again, these perfect actors, they're doing the perfect acting because it's entertaining, right? It's entertaining to try and be the best. It's an activity. All right, it's the easiest thing of like I can be the best Tetris player, I can be the best spoon bender, like whatever the fuck that means. I can be the best jumper, the best walker, the best runner, the best fucking exerciser, the best speaker, the best fucking politician, the best blah 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 blah. I can be just the perfect actor in whatever the fucking category I can pick. You know, I'm just gonna be the best. It's the easiest thing to just repeat the same shit over and over again, say Logan Paul 100,000 times and you're now Mr. Beast, who is known for human sacrifices, you know? Mr. Beast is just the best human sacrificer, right? Just give you some money and I shall sacrifice some of your time and sanity, and then people's attention will be sacrificed for the sake of biggest YouTube channel. That's all that matters. Big number. But the most important aspect of big number is to make you jealous of like they made it. Look at them. They did this, you know? It's about making the reporters talk about them, basically. Talk about me, bro. I have done this. I have outran some other person. I've fucking eaten a sandwich really fast. You have to talk about me. I broke world records of playing this particular game, you know? See, if world records would actually make sense, then we could have actually perfect actors, but we have basically degenerates that look good. You know, they have to look good and smile on camera and make you jealous, make you feel that they're successful and you can do exactly the same thing as they are doing if you put enough effort. Here's the key to self-improvement. Self-improvement is available to everyone. Wow, everyone can do it. See, the funny thing is, it's very exclusive when you look at all these successful people. It makes them feel exclusive. It makes them feel useful in that sense that they're unique. And there's just one of a kind. You learn their faces and you follow them basically. Of like, yeah, I recognize this person across the internet. I feel like it's almost like shameful to recognize people across the internet. You shouldn't be interacting with people you recognize anymore. It's fucking shameful. Now, this would actually shatter my reality because I've done the same thing. I followed celebrities very closely. Just to realize that they're not that satisfying, and I'm looking for obscure stuff instead. I'm looking for real talent, real hidden talent. This is the first step into trickling down. This is why I say, like, intellectual people will trickle down and will stop focusing on all this skibbity garbage. All right? There is hidden talent out there, and it's worth appreciating it. It's worth caring for it. It's worth giving it feedback. Just like there's another category of people who are worth your attention. People who respond. All right? You have to walk around in the internet just like if you would when you would be like a confident person. You just walk around, say random things, and see who responds to those random things. I'm just throwing random jokes because I'm a funny guy. I'm an intellectual. I can make up just nonsense. That sounds funny. But if you actually using technology, it's best that you use it properly. You know, there's actually still hidden principles, hidden fucking NPC scripts that will save your ass instead of drag you into drama that you cannot comprehend. And then you're gonna end up wasting my time and getting banned. Intellectuals are gonna ban your ass because you don't understand anything. You're just fucking yapping talking points that you got from, degenerate zombies who made drama channels just to speak factoids that they like, that they prefer. You know? Forget about preferred pronouns. There's literally preferred facts happening. No, my friends. You should not prefer one fact over the other. You should not prefer Trump is evil person facts. You should not collect every fact as if some of them taste better than others. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You will never be an intellectual if you fucking echo chamber yourself. This is the echo chamber. Preferred facts is the solitude to your intellectualism. Alright? The moment you close your mind to anything whatsoever, especially new ideas and new facts, you're fucked, man. I will never respect anyone who comes to this video or any other video close-minded when I'm speaking, you know? People better open their fucking minds. That is the respect. That is the anti-racism that I expect, you know? Anti-racism, just respect other human beings, please. You know, all lives matter, please. When you open your mind and become, like, respectful to human beings, you will have the most virtues. You will not have to fucking fight for your virtues anymore. You will not have to be nationalist or anti-something, right? Nationalist or minimalist. Because there's, people who focus on minorities, so you must be a minimalist. You don't even care about the bigger picture, you just care about fucking specific pieces of the world being happy. And you probably don't actually care, you know? People are trying to be political, people are trying to stretch themselves, and they will attack you basically for not caring, alright? For having this, like, giant gaping hole where you can put Jesus in that hole, basically. You can put a whole Jesus in there. People will attack you for it. This is why religion will just respawn and will manifest on YouTube. Because there's reason for you to be guilty, you know? For you to be dragged into something even deeper than just simple drama. This is why you have to run away into the shelters. You have to seek hidden talents because the current pop stars are just not good enough anymore. They're losing it. And why they're losing it? Because it's basically impossible. Like, the story... I followed one celebrity in particular, first and foremost, right? It's Ari. And she looked fucking gorgeous until she didn't. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? What happened to you? I used to like you. I want to like you. But I can't. Something fucking happened. And I feel like that's just simply the rich people's integrity. They will destroy themselves eventually. Alright? They will lose the shit out of themselves. What the fuck is this bald creature inside a fucking marshmallow? What is this? I will never like this person anymore. Unless she changes them quickly, you know? Oh my god, another bald creature. But then now we're adding, toppings to the whole thing of like, well, I guess it's over now. She has a perfect relationship, right? This is what's gonna happen to your parasocial relationships. They will fall apart. You will be backstabbed eventually. Okay, no matter how much you cared, your care has not reached that person. You know, the line is stuffed with other people's dreams and wishes and all these goodwills, right? You will have to pursue something else, unfortunately. Or fortunately, because maybe what you're gonna be forced to do is focus on something way better. Same happens with Taylor Swift. People realize she's not actually talented anymore, and she's kind of like fucking vulgar in her music. Basically, running out of things to think about. Like, it's ass. You have to run away from these rich people. They lost it. They lost the touch with, you know, a reason to be successful anymore. And it's pretty obvious why. It's just the ultimate equation of like when you have most of the things, you're not pursuing those things anymore. You just want to kind of retire. But because fans are demanding more content from you, you can't actually retire. Ariana actually disclosed this a little bit better. You know, of like, when is Ari making a new album? And it's like, I guess I have to. Yeah, I thought your identity was a singer, you know, like that was your identity. But no, we never know when these perfect actors are just like earning money or actually trying to express themselves and entertain the audience. We never know which one is which, but we can assume that most of the time they're just earning money, they're just earning resources, and they will forget about you the moment they don't wanna. They don't want to pursue the same things anymore. I genuinely like lost all of the attraction for Powerpuff Generation 1. Most of these 3 girls that I've shown, and this, only if they contact me will I reconcile with the, you know, idea that they exist in the first place. Now I just have to let go and just switch to something else. I have to switch every single fucking year. If I want to keep the same, you know, mentality of like, I have to pursue celebrities. If I want to keep that, and I don't want to kill it, because it's fun, right? Like, you don't want to kill your hobbies. The moment something falls apart, you know, the moment your bike crashes into a tree, that doesn't mean that you will never ride any bikes anymore. You're just gonna buy a new one, right? And maybe you're even gonna switch to a different mode of transport. But eventually comes a time where you have to switch, where maybe it's 1 year warranty and you have to start switching, because you never know when these motherfuckers gonna become a moment of betrayal and just gonna unleash my envy, because now I'm not getting what I want. I want the next album, I want the next thing, right? And people are also like AI generating things now. They can actually feed their envy even further into the darkness by creating their fake fantasies with whoever and whatever in whichever way they want. It's still gonna cost them. Most of the AI technology costs money to use. So as you can see, I'm rooted in all of these aspects. Again, this video is not scripted, it's completely off the cuff. I'm collecting all the information back up again. I talked about some of these crumbs here and there many times over. Again, I run dramas across like many videos that last a 1 fucking hour. Every time I'm ready to face the next level of drama and trauma in my life. Alright? Every time I'm just slightly better. Doesn't mean that I get more views though. It's funny enough, because the world also is improving itself so fast. I'm racing against someone in particular, it seems. And I have to bring you back, guys, to the same thing. The only thing is improving is one aspect, leaving behind the other aspect, and creating this middle ground for conflict and chaos. See, the funny thing is, people feel nostalgic about old technology because it feels like it cares about you a little bit more. Everything lost its color. Everything became just soulless, basically. This is literally how soul gets extracted. This is what it would look like. If we just extracted soul, then it loses all the bends, it loses all the color, and it loses all of the fucking letters as well. You just become a fucking barcode. This is insane! It literally lost its soul, and now it's actually asking more from the users than ever before. It's crazy. This is literally just when you know it's happening. That's how you know when a soul is lost. Of like, this guy seems to have soul because he haven't lost all his fucking shapes and colors. The world cannot be more obvious. No, the Windows 11 thing is so crazy. The world cannot be more obvious because you literally cannot have it in most computers who don't have fucking invasion chips in them. You know? Your computer has to have a specific encryption chip that potentially does not serve you, just serve some fucking greater power now. You know, like, wow. You thought you're gonna have a brain chip? No, you're gonna have a computer chip, and you will be demanded to have one. This is literally happening, guys. So I beg you guys to subscribe because we're going through some tough times. I need any support I can get because I'm just one person talking about this one pressing issue that no one's really paying attention to right now. And no one's even like, when I upload a video, no one's gonna re-upload this video. No one's gonna be like, oh, look what this guy is talking about. Is this guy talking about something important, or we can just ignore it? People need to scramble for the fucking NPC script. Don't pretend that you know what's going on in the world. What the fuck is wrong with you? You have to constantly ask, what is this? Should I be concerned about this in particular? There's no way someone will say no to my video not being concerning and just not about me. I'm not the problem here. I'm trying to point at every single clue that I can possibly muster, and there's so many. They're so obvious, but you have to simply believe in them. You know, did I convince you? No? No? Not enough? What do I do now? Well, all I can do is never give up. Continue uploading videos like these and hope that someone will wake up realizing that technology is improving really fast. Alright? No one's gonna keep up with that shit, though. Not a single soul is gonna keep up. Even like Windows 11 is trying to become this like technological advancement that nobody can keep up with anymore. We're fucked, guys, and there's a lot of things that just fall apart, that get left behind. YouTube Rewinds will never feel the same, even if I bring it back somehow up to speed, even if I catch up with technology. And I can. I have to run really fast. I have to do fucking 10 things at once to be able to catch up. But it's possible, you know? I have to invent new things to be able to catch up. It's like, while everyone is driving cars, I have to invent a flying car to catch up with all these assholes who think they're better than me. Anyways, I've cracked the mystery of envy. I've cracked one of my deep-seated traumatic experiences about life. And I probably will continue laying in the shadows and suffering from more traumatic experiences. Thank you for watching till the very end. Jesus bless you, but I will feel that blessing, because you don't deserve it. I'm better than Jesus anyways.